I'm going to show you how to create a drum beat in Logic Pro, and a specific beat. It's called the Amen Breakbeat. This is a really famous drum beat that's been used by thousands of artists for various purposes. Now, that beat has been recorded and sampled for thousands of tracks. Let's have a quick listen to this one. Now, let's have a look at how we can put that into Logic. So, NBH Music, KS3, and then drum rhythms towards the bottom. Then you're taken to this page, and we want to click on drum grids. This file contains lots of different types of beats. So you can see the one for Billie Jean, Michael Jackson's Billie Jean is there, for example. Now, we need to scroll over to the right and go over to the Amen Brother. Now, you'll notice the grid is made up of 16 columns and several rows. So each column represents a 16th of the bar, or a quarter of each beat. There are 4 beats in every bar. This will make sense once we go over to Logic. Now, we open up Logic now. So open up Logic, we click on Logic. Now you can see, oh look, there's nothing happening. So we need to click on File and then New. And we want to select Software Instrument, not Drummer, Software Instrument. Press Create. And then we need to select a drum instrument. So on the left-hand side, let's go to Drum Kit. And I'm going to go on to Producer Kits. And then I'll select Dirty Jungle. Now, let's minimize that so we've got maximum space. In fact, I'm going to close the library. That's this icon at the top, where you can press Y. I'm going to close the information panel, and now we've got the maximum space. So the next thing we need to do is create a MIDI region. So in order to do that, you can right-click or press Control-click to bring up this. And it's important that you do that here, exactly where my mouse is. So right-click or Control-click and create MIDI region, or create empty MIDI region. There we are, there it is. Then the next thing you'll need to do is press P, or you can double tap, and that opens up the piano roll. And on the left-hand side, you should see the names of each of the drums. We've got kicks, snares, everything we need. Now, I'm going to minimize this window so that I can see the pattern on the right-hand side. So, as mentioned, there are 16 columns, and you'll notice if you have the 1 here, and the beginning of bar 2 here, you'll see that there are 16 columns in Logic as well. So now we'll need to select the pencil tool in order to draw in our drum beat. So let's have a look at the kick. So the kicks occur on the first box 1, box 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. So 1, 3, 11, 12. Let's add that in. 1, 3, 11, 12. Then the snare appears on 5. Now let's use, I'm going to use a rim shot. I like the rim shots. It's the snare, but you're hitting the side of the snare. So we've got 5, and then, where are we? Let's add the rest in. There we are. Good. And then we've got the hi-hat. Let's do a closed hi-hat. So it's every other 16th note. Let's have a listen to that. Good. Let's cycle it. Notice there are 4 parts to this drum. there are 4 parts to the Amen Brother beat. So ideally we should add in all 4 parts. So I'm going to open up a project that I was working on earlier to show you how it sounds when you add the other beats in. In fact, now the next thing you'll need to do is add the Amen Brother Part 2. So there are 2 ways of doing this. You can copy and paste this MIDI region, or you can press Alt or Option and click and drag. And that copies it for you, because the Amen Part 1 is indeed the same as A2. Then we'll need to create Part 3. And then the 4th part. Now this is the really distinctive part in the Amen break. Part 4. It's my favourite part. There we go. And there's our Amen beat. So let's have a listen to the whole thing. If you want to, you can use the different parts, or you can join the different parts. To join them, that would be Command J, and you could repeat that if you want to. The other thing you can do is change the sound of the drums. So if we wanted to, we could use an electronic sound. So let's expand Logic now, and let's repeat that. You could try some electric drums. So let's go to Electronic Drum Kit, 808 Flex. Thanks for watching.